Yes, hello and welcome to this new installment of Super Spirit Live. I am your host and commentator, Shirt Donovan. And folks, we have a big card for you tonight, heading toward our next major event, Faded Pursuit. 2 number 1 contenders matches tonight, folks, to shape the card to come at that major event, and so much more in store. First up tonight, folks, we have a match in the heavyweight division. It is Great Heart, the captain of Team Good Buddies, taking on Bruce the Ruby Berry. I'm expecting this to be an exciting affair, as both of these men bring a lot of experience to the game. Bruce Berry perhaps having the experience edge in that conversation, but we'll see if Great Heart can overcome such a deficit here tonight in our opening contest.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Jeffrey Hudson and Reynaldo Mendez, Great Heart.
And the crowd coming alive here tonight for Good Buddies, and the captain himself finding himself in singles competition here tonight with Bruce the Ruby Berry.
And his opponent, Bruce the Ruby Berry.
Over 30 years of experience in the wrestling industry. Bruce Berry, not someone you can take lightly in any scenario. And we will see how this contest takes shape here tonight. Burt Wiggins on officiating duty to start things off. And you see Bruce Berry immediately targeting the legs, as he will look to do multiple times tonight, I'm sure, working toward the Ruby Lock. A bit of back and forth here to start things off between these two heavyweights. And indeed, fighting for the advantage. Drop toe hold there for Great Heart. Big deep hip toss there from Bruce the Ruby Berry, targeting the back there of Great Heart. Stiff chop from Bruce. Great Heart not trying to lose the early momentum advantage here.
Come on!
Reynaldo Mendez offering some encouragement on the outside. Irish whip reversal. Bruce Berry applying the stretch, center of the ring. Great Heart able to roll through. And another big hip toss there from Bruce Berry. Great Heart taking a mat-based approach here. The chicken wing in effect only for a moment. Neither man having the clear advantage here thus far in this heavyweight contest. And the chicken wing, you see it there again from Great Heart. And a rake of the eyes there. And again, Bruce Berry getting nasty here. An unfortunate side effect of getting the upper hand on Bruce Berry is that he will cheat to shift the momentum. And again, Bruce Berry trying to fight his way out of the corner. Great Heart standing toe-to-toe with these chops. Bruce Berry to the ropes. Running elbow drop. Figure 4 there. A page out of his good friend Jeffrey Hudson's book as he locks in the figure 4. Trying for a pin here is Great Heart, not even earning a 1 count. That veteran instinct from Bruce Berry as he is dumped in front of the other Good Buddies. Jeffrey Hudson getting some words in there, trying to perhaps get into the mind of Bruce Berry. You notice that the Good Buddies did not become physically involved there. Interested in the spirit of genuine competition are the Good Buddies, as Great Heart, the captain of that team, executes a dragon screw takedown. Double underhook suplex there from Bruce Berry. Burt Wiggins checking on the rear chin lock situation. And it's that big hip toss again. Bruce Berry going after the legs. Another big chop there from Bruce. It has been decidedly Bruce's match here for the last minute or two. But Great Heart showing a lot of tenacity there, kicking out at 1. Irish whip. Bruce Berry putting on the brakes. Look at that. Suplex across the apron. Sends Great Heart tumbling to the outside and now sent into the ring itself by Bruce Berry. Lovely bomb on the outside. Unfortunate placement as Bruce Berry inflicts his punishment. Count of 15 now, and 16. Bruce Berry back into the ring at the count of 16. Big knees across the face there of Great Heart. Reynaldo Mendez trying to rally his teammate on the outside. Shote combination from Great Heart is a good start, and look at this. He's got him up. Lovely bomb. 2. And Bruce Berry kicks out of the lovely bomb. Well executed brain buster from Great Heart, staying on the attack here. Bruce with a desperation kick. Trying to buy himself some time. Look at Great Heart, but look at Berry. Huge reversal on the pile driver situation there from Bruce Berry, and the chop block doing more damage to the legs of Great Heart. Big Shote off the Irish whip. And it's Great Heart to the top rope. Frog splash connects. 2. A great series of offense there from Great Heart, but Bruce Berry, the veteran, proving difficult to put down. Basement drop kick again to the legs. How much more can the legs take? And you see it again there.
Okay.
Bruce Berry has a simple game plan, and he is executing it here. Inside cradle. 2. Great Heart barely escaping that inside cradle situation. Fisherman buster out of nowhere. Center of the ring. And a near fall for Great Heart. Bruce Berry still on the attack. Fisherman buster again. Could Great Heart do it here? Center of the ring once more. 2. And another near fall. What a win this would be for Great Heart, who goes to a third Fisherman buster. 1, 2, could this be it? No! Great Heart trying something else now, the chicken wing. As Bruce Berry sends him for the Irish whip, standing switch, targeting the knee again. And look at this, rolling through. It's the Ruby lock, and it's over, the Ruby lock, as it has so many times through his 30-plus year career, proving to be the solution for Bruce Berry in this heavyweight contest. A hard-fought battle there for Great Heart, who comes up short against Bruce the Ruby Berry. 2 veterans in that ring, but Bruce Berry, of course, the more experienced one. And he puts it on display there in this opening contest here to start things off at Super Spirit Live. Folks, now we're going to be moving to a match in the women's division. It's going to be Mantis taking on Natasha Watson. This should be an exciting contest to be sure. Mantis has sort of had relative success here in the women's division since her debut, and the same could be said for Natasha Watson. A win important for either of these competitors. Let's go there now for this contest.
Making her way to the ring, Mantis.
The mysterious athlete Mantis A deep repertoire that we perhaps have not even seen all the parts of yet. Perhaps Natasha Watson will get first-hand experience in that regard here tonight at Super Spirit Live.
And her opponent, Natasha Watson.
Natasha Watson, quite the fearsome competitor. And will she prove too much for Mantis here in this women's singles competition? Official Kim Carrillo getting things underway for this women's division contest. Mantis starting things off with the Irish whip, but Natasha Watson running right over her opponent. And look at that, a poke to the eyes from Watson. And again, Watson getting nasty early on here. Official Kim Carrillo will have to watch for that as Natasha Watson puts the brakes on the suplex attempt. Irish whip again from Mantis, and again just run over by Watson. Watson looking with a tremendous amount of focus here in this women's division contest as she lays in some stiff chops here across the chest of Mantis. Big forearm there from Mantis, but look at this, package bomb early from Watson. Dynamic move to be sure. Mantis with too much left in the tank to go out this early. Pending attempt here from Mantis, not even getting the one count. Both women going for a chop there. Mantis coming out on top and now trading these big blows. Mantis again, perhaps showing that she has the striking advantage in this contest. Look at Mantis now. One of the tallest competitors in the women's division using that leverage and applying some pressure to Natasha Watson in the corner. Look at Watson looking for corner control, and look at Mantis first running up the turnbuckle and then reversing a second Irish whip attempt. And it's back to the choke here. It's got to be near a choke. As you see the official checking. And a low blow there. Poke to the eyes again from Watson. Look at this, Mantis just refusing to let Watson have that corner control and locking in the snap suplex. Mantis with a huge suplex there, trying to show some fight here. Look at, oh, Watson snapping the fingers of Mantis. Mantis trying to continue this pressure. Watson with a tremendous elbow there, sending Mantis crashing to the mat. Watson proving difficult to overcome. Just wrenching the arm now of Mantis. Watson firmly in control as we get later into this contest. Standing switch from Mantis. Corner control now for Watson. What does she have in mind here? Running in, big elbow strike connects, but Mantis showing some fight. Look at this. Eviscerator. The Eviscerator from Mantis. Can she capitalize? 1, 2. She got her. The Eviscerator. And Mantis picking up a huge victory in the women's division. Congratulations to her locking in the Eviscerator, picking up the 1, 2, 3 shoulders down on Natasha Watson. And Mantis coming away with a big, big victory. Both of those women, as I said, sort of hovering around the middle rankings in the women's division. So a win was big for either competitor there. And Mantis, fortunate enough to come away with it tonight based on an excellent performance. Natasha Watson was really taking it to Mantis, but Mantis finding an opportunity for the Eviscerator and picking up the victory here over Natasha Watson. Well, folks, now we are moving on to a match in the men's tag division. It will be After Image taking on the Gambles. Folks, if you know these two teams, you know that this is going to be a high-flying, hard-hitting affair, and I very much am looking forward to it, folks. We will be taking you to the ring shortly for that one. In the meantime, thank you so much for being here with us tonight for Super Spirit Live.
Making their way to the ring, accompanied by Daisuke Sakaguchi, the team of Matteo Espina and Richie Prince, After Image.
And what a team they have been since their debut, perhaps the two most agile men in all of Super Spirit Wrestling. Now joined by Daisuke Sakaguchi, as the Gambles are by Joey Marnell.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Joey Marnell, the team of Marcus and Nathan Gamble, the Gambles.
Former tag team champions are the Gambles, and High Rollers, along with Joey Marnell, have proven to be a dominant force in the men's tag division. And look at this, folks. It looks like we're going to have a tornado-style bout here tonight. Big suplex there from After Image. And folks, this will be a tough one to call. The action will be fast and frequent. Matteo Espina looking for a pin, folks. These are tornado tag rules. No tags required, all 4 men legal simultaneously. Both teams will look to pick up either a submission or a pinfall. Modified brainbuster there from Marcus Gamble. A bit of chaos to be sure throughout this match. Matteo Espina taking out the legs of Nathan Gamble. Nathan poking the eyes, soul butt kick. Nathan Gamble maybe taking advantage of the referee's divided attention here in the tornado setting, getting away with a lot of these eye pokes. Chin crusher from Marcus Gamble. Marcus goes to the ropes, basement drop kick. The Gambles looking especially good here. Nathan looking for a pin, earning a 1 count. Marcus perhaps going for a roulette driver early. Richie Prince able to avoid. And look at Richie Prince avoiding some offense from Marcus Gamble. Matteo Espina not able to do the same against Nathan. Enziguri connects for Marcus. And again. Richie Prince off target with the drop kick. Look at Marcus. Tombstone pile driver, reverse tombstone pile driver it looked like. And Marcus trying to put him away here. 2 count. Richie Prince able to hang in there. Big super kick from Marcus. And Marcus out on the apron now. Richie Prince able to avoid further offense, deterring Marcus Gamble from finishing that series. Norio Nakatomi with his hands full for this tornado-style tag competition, and there's a roulette driver! A roulette driver! Mateo Espina, fortunately for Afterimage, laying in wait and is able to help Richie Prince avoid a nasty situation with the roulette driver. Super kick from Marcus. And look at Marcus. Reverse tombstone again. Thought it could have been the roulette. Going for a pin nevertheless. And Richie Prince this time running interference. Look at this. Norio Nakatomi unable to do the count because he was checking for the submission as another roulette driver lands. Look at Marcus trying to put away both members there. Look at Nathan. 2. And how close was that? As Marcus looks for a pin, Richie Prince saved by his companion. Look at this, Irish whips on both sides. And look at Afterimage. Look at this, huge strike. But a roulette driver, look at Marcus. 1, 2, he got him. The Gambles putting up a huge effort in that tornado-style contest, and they come out on top over Afterimage. Huge matchup there. As I said, folks, fast and dynamic action on both sides of the ring there from both of those teams. But it is indeed the roulette driver, Marcus Gamble, handing those out tonight like free popcorn. And ladies and gentlemen, the Gambles are victorious tonight over Afterimage. Folks, we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, it will be a matchup in the junior division. Mervyn Wallace taking on Griffin Jimmy Davis. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back and we are ready for more Super Spirit Live action. We have a match coming up in the junior division, but first, ahead of that match, we have some words from the junior division champion, the holder of the Shadow Band title, Raptor Lima. He will defend that belt at Fated Pursuit, our next major event, and he had some words for number 1 contender Archie Everett. Let's go to that package now. Raptor Lima saying, Archie Everett, the submission specialist of the junior division, wants to wear the gold once more. Then bring your best to me, Everett. I waited a long time to hold this title, and now it is mine to protect. You think you got what it takes to lock me down in the squared circle? You can tear me limb from limb. I will not give up. At Fated Pursuit, I will show you what it means to be champion. Some big words indeed there from the leader of the junior division. Raptor Lima set to defend his title at Fated Pursuit against Archie Everett. Well, now, folks, as promised, that junior division contest between Mervyn Wallace and Griffin Jimmy Davis, it is next and it is now. Let's go to the ring for that junior division contest.
Making his way to the ring, Mervyn Wallace.
We have seen Mervyn Wallace time and again put on impressive performances in the junior division, but he has had trouble locking down wins, a trend that has seemingly started to change. We'll see if he can pick up another win tonight here against Griffin Jimmy Davis.
And his opponent, the Intergalactic Griffin Jimmy Davis.
A fan favorite to be sure in the junior division, the Intergalactic GJD in the place to be. Ready to lock up here tonight against Mervyn Wallace. This should be an exciting contest, ladies and gentlemen. The official Lenny Spencer on duty for this one. Let's get it underway. And look at this. An unintentional error, I'm sure, but Lenny Spencer is down. Griffin Jimmy Davis sent into the official with an Irish whip from Mervyn Wallace. I'm inclined to believe it was an accident, folks, but nevertheless, for the moment, we do not have an official. Griffin Jimmy Davis transitioning into some offense of his own there. An impressive display of technical offense. Lenny Spencer still reeling from that collision. You got to feel for him. Drop toe hold off the Irish whip from Mervyn Wallace. You got to admire the spirit of this competition as neither competitor seems to be taking advantage of the downed official. Keeping it relatively clean here from what I can tell. Lenny Spencer still down from that early collision. We may have to get another official here, folks. Look at this. Lenny Spencer still down, folks. At this point, I'm becoming concerned. And I am indeed hearing now that this match will go to a stoppage. As we figure out the concern for Lenny Spencer, folks, we will be right back. All right, folks, this match has been restarted. Burt Wiggins coming out to replace Lenny Spencer, who was apparently incredibly injured in that collision. And we do feel for Lenny. We wish him a speedy recovery with whatever injuries he may have sustained. It was indeed a big collision. And Mervyn Wallace sent Griffin Jimmy Davis to the ropes. Definitely an unfortunate occasion. But now this junior division contest back underway. Look at that. You see the speed of these junior division competitors. Inflicting so much offense early on. Fireman's carry again from Wallace. Great counter wrestling here on both sides as Mervyn Wallace lands a tremendous forearm across the jaw of GJD, looking for a pin now. Unsuccessful. GJD fighting his way out of the corner. Looking for more offense there against Mervyn Wallace, but Wallace quick to his feet, and look at this now. These two junior division competitors trading big forearms near the corner. My goodness. And it is Mervyn Wallace Senton off the top rope. Impressive series from Wallace after going toe-to-toe with those forearms. Mervyn Wallace targeting the arm of GJD. Shoulder tackle there off of the Irish whip. Griffin Jimmy Davis now cross arm, double arm camel clutch here. Irish whip from GJD and a tremendous lariat lands for Davis. And again, the double arm camel clutch. Mervyn Wallace trying to get back in it. Boston Crab after the drop toe hold. Transition offense. Taking out the vertical base and then transitioning to the mat. Smart stuff from Mervyn Wallace as GJD looks for another lariat. Mervyn Wallace this time had it scouted. GJD with another Irish whip. Hard to say who has the upper hand thus far in this contest. Both men capable of absorbing a tremendous amount of punishment. And we're seeing it now. Big hip attack there, though, from GJD in the corner. Release suplex there. Release Tiger suplex from GJD, who looks for a pin here. Mervyn Wallace getting the shoulder up before the 3. Irish whip from Mervyn Wallace. Slips under. Tremendous drop there from Wallace, who looks for a pin. Mervyn Wallace staying on the attack, choosing his pinfall situations well, making GJD really work for those kickouts. And now look at that, rolling through, targeting the leg of the intergalactic Griffin Jimmy Davis. Irish whip for Wallace, who may be showing signs of fatigue here. Again, well executed by Wallace. Another kick out from Griffin Jimmy Davis. He'll try an Irish whip of his own and look at GJD winded. Not able to connect with that lariat. Could be a result of the effects here. These knees connecting big in the corner. Nowhere to run that time for Mervyn Wallace. Wallace again targeting the leg, but it is near the ropes and the official sees it. GJD, Dragon Slam, and it could be the fall to earth, but Mervyn Wallace clearly with his legs in the ropes, thwarting what could have been a winning opportunity for Griffin Jimmy Davis. Inside cradle and another rope break signaled, this time in favor of Griffin Jimmy Davis. Pump handle driver on the way. 2. GJD still somehow with something in the tank, but now on the receiving end of a DDT, center of the ring. Could this be all? Griffin Jimmy Davis. Pump handle driver again. No. What is it gonna take? A third pump handle driver. No. The fans here showing their appreciation for Griffin Jimmy Davis's effort as he will not be denied. Big power bomb, goes for the pin. This time Mervyn Wallace with a huge kick out. And it's GJD trying to fight his way out of the corner. Mervyn Wallace looking to maintain the advantage. Look at GJD, big lariat, but it's Wallace. Mervyn Wallace trying to seal the deal, but it's a DDT from GJD. 1, 2, no, not enough. Look at this, Wallace to the top, Wallace to the top. Senton from the top rope. Could this be enough? No. DDT, DDT. This could be it, and it is. So much offense on both sides of that contest, folks. A tremendous effort from both competitors, but it is Mervyn Wallace picking up a big win here tonight. During his run here in the junior division at Super Spirit Wrestling, he has struggled, like I said, to close out, but he is able to close out here tonight against Griffin Jimmy Davis, who looked to really have given Mervyn Wallace everything he had. The fall to earth was used, but it resulted in a rope break. It could have been the saving grace there for Mervyn Wallace in that matchup, as he does go on to pick up a victory with that DDT. Folks, now we're going to move on to a match in the heavyweight division. It is our first #1 contenders match of the evening, and what a match it is, folks. It is Myron Wagner taking on Fear for a #1 contenders position to challenge Douglas Daniels at Fated Pursuit. Folks, I shouldn't have to tell you the kind of violence that we are capable of seeing in a matchup of this magnitude, but nevertheless, we take you to the ring now for this #1 contenders match.
Making his way to the ring, Myron Wagner.
Folks, could it indeed be Wagner time in the heavyweight division? We will find out if he is able to get through Fear and thus challenge the current Spirit Band champion, Douglas Daniels. For the first time, it would be for either of these competitors to challenge for the belt. So this is an exciting matchup either way you look at it.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Decay and Dai Fukunaga, Fear.
Douglas Daniels, you know, has got to be scouting this match and what could be running through the mind of the philanthropist, the Spirit Band champion, as he knows these two men compete now for a shot at his title. Both men going for some strikes early on. Myron Wagner not connecting with the lariat. Instead, it's the knee from Fear. Folks, this one could get ugly, and it could get ugly fast. Tremendous knee from Wagner, trying to continue the pressure. Irish whip, Fear looking to run, but again, Fear just running over Myron Wagner. Big strike there, but it does not send Fear to the mat. And you gotta wonder what kind of role the other members of Dark Circle will play here tonight at ringside, and if that's weighing on the mind of Myron Wagner. Fear coming out on top in an early display of strength there. And now just a blatant choke he'll have to the count of 5. Myron Wagner able to create separation before that and lock in a big hip toss. As I said, neither of these competitors has had a shot at the Spirit Band title. Big implications coming out of this #1 contenders match. Myron Wagner trying to keep control. It's difficult to say how either athlete will approach this matchup, probably just looking to wrestle their pace, wrestle their style of match. And look at this. Just an obnoxiously dangerous move there from Fear. And it could be the first of many. Myron Wagner with a big hip toss. Wagner, of course, looking to find an opportunity for his huge sit-out powerbomb Wagner time. Fear looking for an opening for a move he calls Fear itself. Immediately following this match, folks, we will have our other #1 contenders match. It will be Troubletown taking on the Luminaries, trying to earn a shot against Diamond Deluxe's Fury Band titles at Fated Pursuit. Stiff backbreaker here from Myron Wagner, who's really hanging in there thus far against Fear. This is a more even matchup than Fear is used to having, as he does lock in the neck breaker, seemingly in control, torture-style single crab here. Myron Wagner not looking to be outdone. Textbook maneuvers here, the hip toss to the ground-based offense with the sleeper hold. He is running into a lot of strikes here, though, from Fear. And look at Fear. Again, just that dastardly maneuver, this time sending Myron Wagner to the outside. And now Fear with the Dark Cradle, brutalizing the body of Myron Wagner.
8, 9.
Wagner looking for a strike. Fear wisely rolling back into the ring, keeping Wagner on the back foot here. And again, look at this. Fear once more sending Wagner to the outside.
3, 4.
Fear getting in a lot of offense, and this could have been his plan to make Myron Wagner wrestle in his domain, his kind of match.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Count of 13 now. Count out victory would still be a victory, but Myron Wagner hanging in there. Stretch being applied. And indeed, we see some interference now at ringside. Dai Fukunaga distracting the official, as Fear sets up again for the Dark Cradle. Burt Wiggins checking. Can Myron Wagner hang in there, folks? Trying for another side headlock there. Fear this time reversing with the backdrop, taking some time to appreciate his efforts. And now look at this, for the third time this matchup, it is the Dark Cradle. Bad situation here for Myron Wagner developing, as the Dark Cradle targets so many parts of the body.
5 minutes gone.
Myron Wagner, well-executed slam again to the sleeper hold, trying to stick to the plan when he can find his openings. And Fear's got him up again, just depositing Myron Wagner to the wolves here on the outside. Decay and Dai Fukunaga circling, but not wanting to cost Fear the #1 contender shot. He gets in a shot there, though. The official, I don't think, saw it. 12. And Myron Wagner avoiding further violence on the outside. Rolling into the ring. Look at this now. Big knees connecting here for Wagner. Myron Wagner trying to punch his way out of the corner here, but look at those huge downward chops. Discus lariat, but a headbutt from Fear. Mighty offense on both sides of this #1 contenders match in the heavyweight division. Stretch being applied here by Fear. And perhaps for the 5th time this match, Myron Wagner just dropped on his neck. Look at this again. Myron Wagner somehow still in this, an absolute tank of the heavyweight division. Perhaps holding on by a thread, but he is still here. As look at this again. Fear with no regard for the safety of his opponent. Decimating Myron Wagner. Wagner again to the mat-based approach. Myron Wagner showing big fatigue, but what a spine buster. Boston Crab following the spine buster. Great transition offense here from Wagner. And you gotta believe, folks, on either side, the next big move could do it. As Fear's got him up again, sent to the outside.
1, 2, 3,
Big punch from Decay.
5,
A low blow from Wagner, but perhaps necessary. As Dai Fukunaga tries to run interference from the official, Burt Wiggins remaining focused.
12, 13,
Burt Wiggins not wanting to throw this number one contenders match, wanting to give Myron Wagner the chance. You see the discretion of the official there. He knows how outraged Myron Wagner would be to win this in a disqualification setting. His opportunity at the belt would be forever tarnished. We often see the referees use that kind of discretion in these big match scenarios. Myron Wagner wanting to do this the right way, and he is on a huge tear here late in this contest. Another submission situation, the sleeper hold again from Myron Wagner as Dai Fukunaga comes and distracts Burt Wiggins. Fear stomping the arm of Myron Wagner. X-Plex. And we're seeing it again here, the Dark Cradle. Could this be it? Can he withstand it? Can he withstand it? No, it's over. The Dark Cradle getting it done here for Fear, and Fear is your new number one contender in the heavyweight division, folks. A scary development, if you ask me, for the champion Douglas Daniels. Fear will have to bring his very best if he's going to take the gold off of the current Spirit Band champion, and folks, we are going to get to see that match, Fear versus Douglas Daniels at Fated Pursuit. My heart goes out to Myron Wagner, who of course had to contend with a few things in that contest. As we saw, that was Myron Wagner's closest shot he's ever had to a title, and Fear stealing it here along with the other members of Dark Circle. The Dark Cradle proving too much damage sustained from Fear throughout that contest, and now Fear is your new number one contender. Well, folks, now we move on to another number one contenders match, this time in the women's tag division. It will be Trouble Town taking on the Luminaries. Both of these teams looking to do battle with current champions Diamond Deluxe at Fated Pursuit. Let's see which team can come out on top. Of course, both of these teams have had third member joinings, if you will. Kirikita joining Trouble Town to form State of Trouble. Ryoko Matsui, our only three-time Destiny Band champion, joining Kaori Okawa and Nona Ford to form Guardian Corps. So there has been some shakeups in the strategies of both of these teams. We'll see how that affects things in this number one contenders matchup.
Making their way to the ring, accompanied by Kira Kita, Nora Nunez, and Priscilla Frost, Trouble Town.
The history of this team goes deep, folks. They were our very first ever Fury Band champions, and they held on to the belts for so long until the current champions, Diamond Deluxe, were able to capture the belts and end their undefeated streak.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Ryoko Matsui, Kaori Okawa, and Nona Ford, the Luminaries.
The Luminaries in a big match setting here tonight, trying to pick up a #1 contender slot. But Troubletown, currently not the champions, still the most dominant team we've ever seen in the women's tag division. Diamond Deluxe will still need to get a few title defenses under their belt before they could rival the reign of Troubletown. Priscilla Frost and Kaori Okawa respectively starting things off for their teams. Priscilla Frost making things difficult for Kaori Okawa here early on. Tag made to Nona Ford. Both of these teams highly proficient. The #2 and 3 ranked teams. The Luminaries ranked #2. Troubletown ranked #3, of course, behind #1 ranked team, the champions, Diamond Deluxe. Perhaps the two strongest women pound for pound in this matchup now in the ring. Boston Crab in effect from Nona Ford. Running Bulldog counter from Frost. Priscilla Frost wanting to make a tag, and she does. Nora Nunez in control of the arm with the Wakagatame. Release belly to belly from Nora Nunez, sending Nona Ford for a ride. Nona Ford looking very focused in this matchup. And that is the kind of focus it takes to secure a #1 contender spot. Headbutt attempt there, instead run over by that knee, and look at this. Nora Nunez says, I've got some headbutts in store. Nunez, of course, the former MMA athlete, has made the transition to pro wrestling extremely well. One half of the most successful team in the history of this women's tag division. The Luminaries cannot be overlooked, though, as they are indeed currently ranked over Troubletown. Nora Nunez landing that kitchen sink, and now look at this. Dangerous submission situation, keeping her body between the ropes and Kaori Okawa. Smart strategy here from Nora Nunez. Corner control now for Okawa as Nona Ford looks to get involved. And instead just lets Okawa do her thing. Huge hip drop there. Nora Nunez landing all these strikes, though, breaking down the defenses of Kaori Okawa, shifting things back in her favor. And Nora Nunez fighting off both members of the Luminaries here. She is still taking a lot of damage here in the corner. Smart stuff thus far. Look at this. Counter package powerbomb from Nunez earns a 2 count from official Kim Carrillo. Ryoko Matsui trying to get the crowd fired up in favor of the Luminaries. Okawa to the top rope. Nobody home on that senton attempt. And Nora Nunez makes a tag. Big striking combination from Nunez. And now going to these headbutts once more against Kaori Okawa as Priscilla Frost waits to pick the bones. Okawa trying to fight out. Makes a tag to Nona Ford. Irish whip reversal. Nona Ford standing in the way. Big cutter there. The TKO from Priscilla Frost. Frost looking especially vicious here. As we get later in this contest, belly-to-belly slam from Ford. Her powerlifting background, ever the benefit here in the women's tag division. Pinning attempt now from Frost, earning a 1 count.
5 minutes to go.
Irish whip from Frost. Leapfrog. And look at that, belly-to-belly release. The overhead release sending Nona Ford for a ride. Looked to perhaps be a tag there, but instead a tremendous headbutt. Connects for Nona Ford. Boston Crab here. Nona Ford keeping with this mat-based approach. The headbutt connects, looking for a pin is Ford, and it's just a 1 count. Fisherman again rolling through. Look at this, Nona Ford. A trifecta of fisherman suplexes ending in the fisherman buster. Nora Nunez trying to become further involved after breaking up the pin, but look at this, Nona Ford really hanging in there. Now in the clutches of Priscilla Frost. And Nora Nunez and Kaori Okawa mixing it up. Priscilla Frost, just an absolute titan. And look at this, now it's Nunez in the clutches of the triple fisherman. But Priscilla Frost laying in wait. Irish whip reversal. Kaori Okawa with the miscalculation there, putting things on hold for her teammate, unfortunately. Pinning reversal there from Priscilla Frost, but it results in a rope break. Nora Nunez breaking up a pinning predicament there for Ford. Standing switch. Oh my God. Release belly to back. The collapser on the inside to Nora Nunez. Running bulldog counter from Frost. And Nunez could be seriously hurt as Priscilla Frost locks in the Frost lock here. The Frost lock in effect. Kaori Okawa there to break things up. Ford looking for a pin. So much action in this contest. Kaori Okawa fighting off both members of Troubletown. What a #1 contenders effort we're seeing here, folks. Both of these teams trying to earn that slot. Lariat is scouted, standing switch, overhead release again. And look at that, Kirakita now distracting the referee as all 4 members lay into one another. To the top rope is Ford. Tremendous lariat. Looks for the pin, but it's a rope break. Irish whip from Frost. Boot is scouted. Corner control, but Frost instead looking to make a tag, and she does. Nona Ford contending with both members. 2, near fall. Exploder from Nunez off the Irish whip. Looking for a pin. Okawa intercepts. Standing switch. Tremendous backdrop from Nunez, who now goes to the top. Knees across the body of Ford. traps the head again. Arm lock in position, but it's Okawa running interference once more. Big combination there from Troubletown. But look at this! Collapser! The collapser! No, look at the Kirakita! Kirakita interfering with the ref! Dashing the hopes after the collapser. That damn Kirakita perhaps costing them the match. Big lariat from Ford. But now a huge striking combination from Nunes. Look at this. 2, is it enough? No. And in the meanwhile, Okawa Rana. What a match we are seeing, folks. A tremendous effort, but you gotta believe that after the collapser, it could have been over if not for the interference of Kirakita. Leg in trouble, and look, Kaori Okawa not able to get there, and it is Troubletown, your new #1 contenders, no doubt thanks to Kirakita, their other member of State of Trouble, interfering with the referee in a key moment right after Nona Ford hit the collapser. That could have definitely been a victory in this #1 contender situation for the Luminaries, but thanks to the efforts of Kirakita, it is Priscilla Frost and Nora Nunes, your new #1 contenders. Folks, we've got to take a short break. We've got 2 matches to go here at Super Spirit Live. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we are back, and we are set for the final 2 matches of the evening. First up, folks, a big match in the junior division. 2 top 5 ranked members of that division. It is the Midnight Rider taking on Adrian Bell. Adrian Bell, of course, lost the #1 contenders match to Archie Everett, who will be challenging Raptor Lima at Fated Pursuit. Cameron Reese, the man who lost the belt to Raptor Lima. Very, very interesting times in the junior division, to be sure. A lot of shakeups in that division over the last couple weeks, and we will see Cameron Reese here tonight taking on Adrian Bell in what is sure to be an impressive competition.
Making his way to the ring, he is the Midnight Rider, Cameron Reese.
Cameron Reese, the former Shadow Band champion, set for action here tonight against Adrian Bell. Either of these men, folks, have what it takes to be the champion, as we've seen with Cameron Reese, but Archie Everett has been involved in multiple #1 contender scenarios at this point. You gotta believe his time is coming in the future.
And his opponent, Adrian Bell.
We have seen Adrian Bell inflict some nasty offense on his opponents, not the least of which with the bell ringer, his patented signature maneuver. We'll see if he has what it takes to lock it in here tonight against Cameron Reese. Lenny Spencer back with us, apparently after that earlier ugly collision in the match between Mervyn Wallace and Griffin Jimmy Davis. We had to restart that affair. Lenny Spencer taking an ugly bump off of an Irish whip accident. But thankfully, we see him back up on his feet and ready to officiate here in this matchup between Cameron Reese and Adrian Bell. Backdrop from the Midnight Rider. In control of the arm is Cameron Reese, blocking the strike attempt from Adrian Bell. And thus far, Cameron Reese looking to really be in control of this match as he sends Adrian Bell to the outside. Irish whip from Reese. Adrian Bell has it scouted, opening up an opportunity for the snapmare takedown. And now it's Cameron Reese sent to the outside by Adrian Bell. And both of these men just with huge closed fist punches here. They are legal in Super Spirit Wrestling, should you choose to use them. And both of these competitors not shying away from that choice. Look at this counter wrestling, the head scissors there from Adrian Bell. Smart stuff from Bell. As the backdrop off the Irish whip, that back body drop sends Adrian Bell to the outside once more. Both of these athletes capable of devastating offense. Just as much as Cameron Reese will want to avoid the bell ringer, Adrian Bell will want to definitely avoid the City Lights combination. It could be the tale of who hits their move first. After this match, folks, we will have our main event contest. It will be Piper Valentine taking on Claire Birch. Claire Birch trying to make her way into the top 5 rankings. Piper Valentine currently gatekeeping that position at number 5. Sleeper hold here from Adrian Bell, trying to wear Cameron Reese down. And again, back to this mat-based approach. Achilles hold now from Reese. Damaging the legs of Adrian Bell. It will be hard to maintain a vertical base. Avoiding the suplex attempt, and Cameron Reese letting Adrian Bell know what he thinks as he locks in a huge inverted figure 4 after that forearm. And now just slamming Bell to the mat, trying to put him away here is Reese. Adrian Bell firing up off the mat after the count of 2. Cameron Reese trying to deal with the pain here as he lands a complete shot. Reese proving difficult to outdo here for Bell. And Cameron Reese might sense just how much of an upper hand he has here, but he cannot underestimate Adrian Bell. Looking for high-risk offense here. Look at this. Reese has got him up. Muscle buster. Reese looking for the pin, and Adrian Bell somehow getting the shoulder off the mat, and now countering again with the head scissors. Adrian Bell showing signs of life. Jumping arm breaker now from Bell. Can he rally? And Reese, look at that, a well-placed punch. Sends Bell back to the mat. He'll try the inverted figure 4 again. Great positioning for the former champion. Complete shot again from Reese. Headlock being applied here by Adrian Bell. The sleeper hold. Reese with the kitchen sink off the Irish whip, catching all of it. And now the backbreaker continually targeting the midsection here. And now the legs just dissecting Adrian Bell piece by piece. Adrian Bell needs a huge rally here. Reese now patting himself on the back for a job well done. And frankly, I can't argue. Schoolboy now results in a rope break. Cameron Reese seemingly annoyed by the resilience of Adrian Bell. Corner control now for Reese. But a big DDT out of the corner from Bell. And now it's Bell trying to maintain corner advantage as Reese tries to elude the pursuit. Big rolling lariat from Adrian Bell. Pinning predicament now. And a kick out. Indeed, Cameron Reese showing signs of frustration as Bell with the sit-out powerbomb. Adrian Bell looking good late in this contest, but he has endured a lot from Reese. Can he make up the lost ground and pick up a huge win in the junior division? Body slam from Reese. Sit-out powerbomb again from Bell, but this time a rope break signaled by the official. Cameron Reese with the Irish whip. Textbook dropkick across the body of Bell. But look at this! Look at this! Cameron Reese in the clutches of the bell ringer! Oh my God! 2! And he got him! The bell ringer! Business as usual here for Adrian Bell in the junior division, but it is a huge victory over former champion Cameron Reese. And that just goes to show, folks, Adrian Bell came up short in that #1 contenders match against Archie Everett, but picking up a win over Cameron Reese, who has continually been the most dominant member of the junior division, that's really saying something for the trajectory of Adrian Bell. And you gotta believe, folks, that his time one day will come in the junior division where he will sit atop the throne with the shadow band. A competitor like Raptor Lima has to be, for the moment, focused on Archie Everett. But seeing a match like that knows that there is so much more than Archie Everett standing in the way of a successful title reign. Well, folks, now we find ourselves at the main event of the evening. It is Piper Valentine taking on Claire Birch. As I mentioned, Claire Birch struggling in the middle rankings, trying to break into the top 5. Piper Valentine currently gatekeeping that position at number 5. And we'll see if Claire Birch can pick up a big victory here tonight in the main event.
Making her way to the ring, Piper Valentine.
Piper Valentine happy to have fans back in attendance so that she can yell at them. In our main event here tonight against Claire Birch, Piper Valentine certainly one of our more experienced and impressive athletes in the women's division. She has comfortably remained in the top 5 almost since her debut, since she was eligible for the rankings. And she has been in many title conversations, #1 contenders matches, as well as title shots. Birch has not enjoyed the same trajectory in her path in Super Spirit Wrestling. Could tonight signal a change for that?
And her opponent, Claire Birch.
Claire Birch looking focused and ready to attack here tonight against Piper Valentine in this main event. Can Claire Birch improve her standing? Many people thought that at the beginning of Super Spirit Wrestling, we would continually be hearing Claire Birch's name mentioned in the title conversation, which has just not been the case. A victory over Piper Valentine would certainly improve her case here in the women's division. But Valentine, definitely a big obstacle to overcome. Counter wrestling there from Valentine, the backdrop. And look at this, trapping the leg, slap across the face of Claire Birch. Piper Valentine, nothing if not a disrespectful athlete, but she has the athletic chops to back up her behavior, but a huge Frankensteiner there from Birch early on from the Irish whip. No doubt rattling Piper Valentine. Birch slamming Valentine to the mat here. Folks, thank you for joining us throughout the evening. This is indeed our main event contest. And the next time we see you will be for Fated Pursuit. It will be Fear taking on Douglas Daniels for the Spirit Band title. It will be Diamond Deluxe defending the Fury Bands against Troubletown, a match we've seen before, but much has changed since their last outing. Can Diamond Deluxe hold on to those belts against a team who was so dominant with them in the early goings of Super Spirit Wrestling? We will also see Raptor Lima defending his Shadow Band title against Archie Everett, a former champion of the junior division. Will Raptor Lima be able to pull out a successful defense? Fiery words from Raptor Lima we saw in that video package earlier tonight. Certainly seeming focused and ready to defend the Shadow Band. For now, Claire Birch landing some huge strikes here against Piper Valentine. A lot of offense out of Birch here in the main event. Irish whip. This time Piper Valentine scouting the offense and running over Claire Birch. Trying for a pin here is Valentine. Claire Birch able to break away. Drop kick to the legs, frustrating Valentine. And the legs clearly being targeted here. Perhaps wanting to take out that vertical base. It will be difficult for Piper Valentine to get Claire Birch up for the Cupid Cutter. Without the strength of her legs, Claire Birch could know this. Figure 4 leg lock now here from Piper Valentine near the ropes, and a break indeed signaled by official Norio Nakatomi. Irish whip again for Valentine. This time the big chop lands, sends Claire Birch to the mat, as does the side headlock takedown. Piper Valentine trying for another pin off the jackknife. Irish whip from Birch, drops to the mat. And the Wakagatame now in use by Claire Birch. Dynamic neck breaker there from Birch. Coming down with a lot of force. And the Wakagatame now again being applied. Neck breaker again from Birch. Setting things up perhaps for the downward spiral. Modified brainbuster. Again, the head and neck. The targets of Claire Birch. Going to the arm again. Big uppercut from Valentine, turning the tide here for the moment, but it is a forearm from Birch. Valentine avoiding the suplex attempt there, and then a rake to the eyes. Piper Valentine certainly making Claire Birch work for it here, as a tremendous headbutt lands. Traps the head, targeting the arm. And look at Birch. So much momentum and force in her offense. Downward spiral, center of the ring, downward spiral. And she got her, the downward spiral for Claire Birch. After an impressive series of neck breakers, and look at Birch maybe wanting to get in the head of Piper Valentine as she picks up a big victory here in the main event. A lot of faces shocked here throughout the crowd as Claire Birch indeed with the downward spiral picking up the 1-2-3 over Piper Valentine. Folks, what a win there for Claire Birch and what a heartbreaker for Piper Valentine. What a night it has been here at Super Spirit Live, folks. Of course, I do hope that we will see you for Faded Pursuit. A lot of big matches to come in that event, and surely you won't want to miss it. Thanks for being here with us tonight, folks. For everyone here at twitch.tv and Super Spirit Wrestling, I'm Shirt Donovan saying have a good night.